Comedy and mental health? Are you kidding? Welcome to Peace Unplugged. I'm Martin. Today I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into the relationship between mental health and comedy. This is how a little bit of silliness can be a powerful tool for improving our mental health in today's stressful world. Okay, you know that feeling, right? That belly laugh that you get that shakes away all your worries, even if it's just for a moment. But this is more than just a fleeting escape. Science proves that. So let's start with the classic. Charlie Chaplin, who once said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." That's simple, yet very profound. Think about it. When was the last time you had a really good laugh? It's rare, isn't it? Point is, laughter has this incredible ability to shift our perspective, even if it's only for a moment. And that's not just about the big laughs. Even a little laugh can brighten your day. Ellen DeGeneres, a master of observational humour, often talks about finding the humour in everyday situations. Apparently, she once stated, "If you're not laughing, you're not living." It's about a mindset that sets out the brighter side of life, even when things get dark. A big favourite clip of mine is the song in Life of Brian, "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life." So how does this translate into mental health benefits? Well, keep on listening. There's a few tips to share with you a bit later on in this podcast. It's not just a mood boost. Comedy in its various forms offers many different approaches to mental well-being. First and foremost, it reduces stress. When you laugh, your body actually physically changes. Heart rate and blood pressure initially goes up, but it then settles down to a normal or slightly below level, creating a degree of relaxation. It's almost like a mini meditation session for the body. Norman Cousins, the author who documented his recovery from serious illness by incorporating laughter and positive emotions, was a pioneer in this field. He once said, "Laughter is like internal jogging." He understood that the physical act of laughing had profound effects on his overall health, including his mental state. Okay, now let's get a little bit scientific, shall we? What's actually happening in our brains when we find something a little bit, shall we say, funny? When we experience humour, our brains release a cocktail of chemicals. Endorphins, for example, they're natural painkillers and mood elevators. They're the thing that give you that euphoric feeling after a good workout, for instance. Point is, laughter does that as well. That's why we feel a sense of calm after a really good laugh. And beyond endorphins, laughter also reduces the level of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. High levels of cortisol are linked to anxiety and depression. So anything that can bring those levels down is a win for our mental health. Let's talk about another famous comedian, Robin Williams. He had that incredible ability to bring joy to millions, even whilst he was battling his own struggles. That's quite common with a lot of comedians. When we think about it, the amount of comedians through history that have problems with their mental health. It doesn't take away the fact that comedy is a good thing for us to observe. Robin Williams once said, "You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it." This is the liberating part of comedy. It's that freedom to be a little bit silly, to embrace the absurdity, and not to take life too seriously at times. This playful mindset can be a powerful antidote to anxiety and overthinking. Another benefit of comedy is the ability to build social connections. Laughter is often contagious, and sharing a laugh with others can build a really good bond. It gives us a sense of belonging, connection, which is crucial to our mental health. As we know, isolation can exacerbate those feelings of loneliness and depression. Think about how much easier it is to connect with someone when you share a really good laugh. How about some more scientific backings for these claims? There's a growing body of research exploring the therapeutic benefits of a study published in the journal Psychological Reports found that humour can act as a coping mechanism, helping individuals to deal with stressful life events. Participants who frequently use humour report lower levels of negative emotions. Another interesting area is the use of comedy in therapy. Therapeutic humour involves intentionally incorporating comedic elements into counselling. That helps us process difficult emotions. It helps to reduce tension and gain new perspectives on situations. And of course, it's not about making light of difficult situations, but it's using comedy, using humour as a tool for resilience. It gives us a way to gain some perspective. When we can laugh at situations, even challenging ones, we're essentially taking a step back, creating some emotional distance, and that distance allows us to see things from a different angle, making the problems we come across seem less overwhelming. George Carlin, known for his incisive social commentary, had a unique way of highlighting the absurdities of life. While his humour could be dark, it often served to illuminate truths and challenge conventional thinking. He once said, "Inside every cynical person, there is a disappointed idealist." This shows that how even cynicism can be a form of observational humour. Okay, next. So how can we actively incorporate more comedy into our lives for better mental health? I suggest you just look out for some comedy. Whether it's a stand-up show, a movie, maybe even a podcast, some silly pictures or memes. Let's make an effort to expose ourselves to some comedy at times. It helps to spend time with some funny people. Surround yourselves with people that make you laugh. We do know that comedy and humour can be extremely infectious. It's worth considering practicing a little self-depreciating, I can't say that word, self-depreciating humour at times. Learning to laugh at yourself can be quite liberating, and it helps us to reduce self-criticism. Find humour in everyday life. Pay attention to the absurd, the ironic, and the unexpected. Let's face it, life is full of small, funny moments. That's if you're open to seeing them. Those of us that have worked in helping professions often find humour a really good way of managing each and every day. Consider a laughter yoga class. Apparently that's a thing. Laughter yoga combines laughter exercises with breathing techniques, and it's designed to promote health and well-being. Remember, comedy isn't about ignoring a problem or pretending everything's fine. It's actually about building resilience, finding moments of joy amongst big challenges, and equipping ourselves with a powerful coping mechanism. As Ricky Gervais once said, humour is just another defence against the universe. It allows us to process the complexities and sometimes the absurdities of our existence in a way that can feel manageable. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed, don't underestimate the power of a really good laugh. Look out for it and let it be the best part of your day. Be sure your mental health will thank you for it.